Every day, you will meet people who try to break you. Visual search. Cracked stone statue, bust shadow. Scene 2. Narration. Liars. Backstabbers. The arrogant. The jealous. Visual search. Door slamming slow motion. Crowd blurred faces. Candle flame. Wind scene. 3. Narration. 2,000 years ago, a man knew this better than you ever will. Visual search. Black screen transition. Dark scene. 4. Narration. He ruled the most powerful empire on earth. And every single morning, before the sun rose, before the world could touch him, he sat down and wrote himself a warning. Visual search. Ancient Rome Empire. Sunrise. Scene. 5. Narration. His name was Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome. Philosopher. A man surrounded every hour of every day by flattery, ambition, and quiet betrayal. Visual search. Dark stone corridor, torchlight. Scene 6. Narration. Generals who wanted his throne. Senators who smiled to his face and plotted behind his back. Men who would have stepped over his body to take what was his. Visual search. Empty Roman Senate chamber. Morning light. Scene 7. Narration. So, before he faced any of them, before he put on the armor of the day, he picked up a pen. Visual search. Leather journal candle close-up. Scene 8. Narration. Text. Overlay. Quote. Hold 5 seconds. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Visual search. Black background. Quote card. Candlelight desk. Scene 9. Narration. He didn't write that to complain. He wrote it to prepare. Visual search. Soldier armor strap. Dim light. Scene 10. Narration. Because the moment you expect cruelty, it loses its power to wound you. Visual search. Stormy sea rocks. Scene 11. Narration. Here is what most people get wrong about toxic people. They think the goal is to avoid them. Visual search. Stormy ocean waves, black rocks. Scene 12. Narration. Marcus didn't have that luxury. He couldn't resign. He couldn't block them. He couldn't walk away from Rome. He had to rule beside the very people who hated him. Visual search. Man standing, rain unflinching. Scene 13. Narration. So he changed the only thing he could, not them. Himself. Visual search. Cracked statue bust close up. Scene 14. Narration. Text overlay. Quote. Hold 5 sec. It's silly to try to escape other people's faults. They are inescapable. Just try to escape your own. Marcus Aurelius. Visual search. Black background quote card. Scene 15. Narration. This is the first weapon of the iron mind. Expectation. Visual search. Empty Colosseum. Mist. Dawn. Scene 16. Narration. You do not get angry at the rain for falling. Visual search. Heavy rain. Stone steps. Scene 17. Narration. You do not get angry at a dog for barking. Visual search. Dog silhouette. Shadow. Distant. Scene 18. Narration. So why are you shocked every single time when a cruel person acts cruel? Visual search. Black screen. Pause. Scene 19. Narration. Stop being surprised by people showing you exactly who they are. Visual search. Black screen text. Emphasis. Scene 20. Narration. The second weapon came from a man Marcus studied closely, a former slave named Epictetus. Visual search. Lone figure. Cliff edge. Wind cloak. Scene 21. Narration. Epictetus taught one brutal, liberating truth. Some things are within your control. Almost everything else is not. Visual search. Broken chains. Stone ground. Scene 22. Narration. Text. Overlay. Quote. Hold 4 sec. Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. Epictetus. Visual search. Black background. Quote card. Scene 23. Narration. Their words, not up to you. Their opinions of you, not up to you. Their cruelty, their jealousy, their lies, none of it is yours to control. Visual search. Hands releasing dust. Ash wind. Scene 24. Narration. But your response? That is yours. That is the only throne you will ever truly sit on. Visual search. Close-up eyes. Firelight. Scene 25. Narration. And no one, no senator, no enemy, no toxic voice in your life can take that throne from you, unless you hand it to them. Visual search. Close-up eyes. Firelight intense. Scene 26. Narration. Here is the part that separates the weak from the unbreakable. Marcus never wrote about revenge. Visual search. Man writing candlelight dim room. Scene 27. Narration. He never plotted how to destroy the people who wronged him. He asked a harder question. How do I make sure their poison doesn't become mine? Visual search. Sword resting table untouched. Scene 28. Narration. Text overlay. Quote. Hold 5 sec. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Visual search. Still water reflection. Grey sky. Scene 29. Narration. Think about that. The best revenge isn't winning. It's refusing to become them. Visual search. Still water undisturbed grey sky. Scene 30. Narration. You will meet people like this for the rest of your life. The coworker who undermines you in meetings. The friend who only calls when they need something. The family member who finds your weak spot and presses it. Every time. Visual search. City street night. Blurred figures. Neon. Scene 31. Narration. You cannot control them. You were never going to. Visual search. Hand gripping. Railing knuckles release. Scene 32. Narration. But you can control whether their venom becomes your war. You can control whether their chaos becomes your character. Visual search. Sunrise mountain ridge. Cold scene. 33. Narration. Marcus Aurelius died in the year 180. Almost every senator who betrayed him is forgotten. Visual search. Stone corridor. Daylight. Reuse scene 5 location. Daytime. Scene 34. Narration. No one remembers their names. No one ever will. Visual search. Weathered ancient stone inscriptions. Scene 35. Narration. But his private notebook, the one he never meant for anyone to read, became one of the most quoted books in human history. Visual search. Leather journal closing slow. Scene 36. Narration. Text overlay. Bold. Final. Meditations. Visual search. Black background title card. Scene 37. Narration. Because he didn't waste his life fighting people who wanted to drag him down, he spent it building a mind they couldn't touch. Visual search. Ancient ruins. Golden hour. Scene 38. Narration. The next time someone tries to provoke you, remember the emperor who expected it before sunrise. Remember the slave who taught a continent what is and isn't yours to control. Visual search. Ember glowing, dark, dimming scene. 39. Narration. Let them be cruel. Let them be petty. Let them be exactly who they are. Visual search. Black screen fade. Scene 40. Narration. Your mind is the one thing they will never own. Build it like iron. Visual search. Black screen logo fade.